Welcome back, geeks, to another episode of Small Purse Express. Here's a stack of Mexican novelitas that I have in my collection. These are small, salacious romance kind of mini comics that were produced in Mexico for many years. These are all from, I'd say, the 90s. So, yeah, we're just going to flip through these so you guys can check them out. I don't really read Spanish very well. I can kind of read these, but I just like looking at the the storytelling through the imagery, which is I feel really fascinating. A lot of these are printed on this brown ink on a newsprint paper. I feel like these are longer and more mass produced. These smaller ones, there's three different sizes. These are more less salacious than the larger ones. I'll show you. These are more like telenovelas. They're more innocent. The drawings look older too, like more 60s style comic creating. They have really talented artists in these. It's very like a House Marvel or old school DC style, kind of like Neil Adams if he did Mexican telenovelas. There's a whole bunch of these. Yeah, and these are all in this brown tinted format. Yeah, these are great little books. Sensational, I think it's called. I think they're called Novelitas. I'd love to make a trip and interview some of these to Mexico and interview some of these artists and the publisher of these. I don't know if they're still being published. Some of these are from, let's see, the 90s, yeah, 2000s, maybe. But I haven't found any of the new ones. So I got these at the library sale where they sell off all their old books that they no longer keep, that are no longer being put out. These are the smaller ones, and then these are the more salacious. They're real pretty. The covers are really neat. They're very photoshopped. I think it's like photoshopped digital imagery. And these are usually in full color. They're a little different from the brown ones. They're much more salacious, more violent, I'd say. These are more less modern based. They're like cowboys. They're tales from the old west, I'd say. The ads are pretty neat too. But yeah, so they'll give little like info on some of the people in the comics. This is Solitary, El Solitary, I think. Yeah, the cover, see, they're like kind of romancy. These are great. Some of the sequences in these are really cool. They're very inspiring. But see, it'll be off printed. Just cut it off. See how the bottom's a little chopped. But these are definitely, I think these are mass produced by the thousands. And they're kind of like cheap mini comics. It'd be cool to see modern superhero comics printed in this way. It's a shame that we never adopted this style and format. And like I said, the art in these is really well done. It's kind of like a Wally Wood, Neil Adams kind of style of creation. There's some great stuff in these. These covers are awesome. Let's see. This is one without the sticker for once. Juegos. But yeah, a lot of cowboys, banditos. See, these are more action driven, where I feel like these smaller ones are more, they're more romance driven. Yeah, I got a ton of these. And this is, I had originally bought a whole bunch of these before, and then just got rid of them, and then I picked up a whole bunch more because there were so many they had at the sale. And these I wanted to keep just because it's kind of like a little history of comics that are from a different country. Circo de Milagros. Yeah, but these remind me of a little bit like the EC comics, but they're all pretty much the same. They're all Old West tales. Some of these I didn't have before, so I'm glad I picked these up because they didn't have a lot of the in-between issues in here that were really good. These are good. They're great for inspiration. You just want to sit around, sit on the toilet and read some, or, check out some. You don't really need to read Spanish. A lot of these flow pretty well with the imagery. And I can kind of pick through what they're saying if the dialogue's not too crazy. But yeah, the covers are great. They look painted. So I'd love to know where all this artwork is. Like, did this just get tossed, or does the artist still have all this? Or these just produced so quickly that they kind of just pushed them out? I mean, these look like hand-colored pages. They look a little less Photoshoppy. So who knows? Oh, look at this. Rancheritos. And see, there's a different title. It's El Vaquero, where these were the solitary. So there's two different titles I've noticed. Excuse me. El Solitario and I don't know what the title is of this. El Libros Vaqueros. Vaquero. You see, they're not as dirty as the other ones, but they're a lot more action driven. These full color ones. I like the ads too. Excuse me. Here's another one. But yeah, I love these painted covers, man. I'd love to get a hold of some of these. See what happened to all these, little, like, what happened. This is comics history that's largely ignored and just brushed over in the West, in America. But yeah, I think it's because we're so close to the border that I'm able to access and get these little books at our libraries and stuff. So, and then here's some ones I found recently too. These are actually from the 1940s, but so you can see kind of the transition of these mini comics. They go from this large format to the small format. I think they started this way and then moved to this and then this. But these two are they ran consecutive the same time frame, where this was much earlier. And it looks possibly the same artists from the early ones are in these real early ones. These are beautiful, man. I see these once in a while. They'll come up, and the age on these is crazy. Yeah, 19. Let's see if I can see it. Yeah, see? Oh, it's 84. I'm sorry. I thought I didn't have my glasses on at the time. Yeah, so these are from 84. These are from, let me look. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure they're 90s. They don't put like dates on them really. It's hard to find. Yeah, but these are pretty sure the 90s or 2000s even. And yeah, these are 80s. I see these once in a while. They'll pop up. And they're in the same kind of brown ink, the brown ink and paper. These look like they were full color painted and then they just printed them on brown. The art style is a lot different too. It's more fully realized. It's less of the house, like the Marvel house style. These are more like painted. They're painterly, where the interiors are much more painted. Yeah, por favor. See, and then it'll switch to these full colors. This one's, sorry, let me see. Yeah, 84 as well. And these have that same. So that's what I'm wondering, if these are reprints of this And then this is a reprint of this stuff because they look very similar. That very 80s kind of Marvel style, like Nom and Brat Pack and all that. But yeah, so yeah, this is just a stack of some of the odd, rare novelitas that I've found, living in the Southwest, and I love this stuff. It's getting harder to find. Less and less places carry it or hold it. Sometimes you can go on the South Side and you'll find some of these little novelitas, but they're printed books. They're not comics. So you can find all this stuff too, but they're just little novels. They're not this comic format. But this is the stuff I like to pick up of these cool little comics and stuff. So yeah. So this is a stack of Mexican novelitas that I figured you guys would like to check out. Yeah, hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.